So Spur, let's get into it. So we all know Spur Steak Ranch's A Taste for Life. The whole concept of Spur was actually created due to a Native American fantasy. But let's start with the founder of Spur. Alan Ambor, the founder of Spur South Africa. I just want you to pay attention to critical points. He says, yeah, my dad actually was sent here, South Africa, by his company, a German company in Hamburg that he worked for, to open a South African office. He got out here in 1928, so he didn't really flee, sir. But my mom and her family certainly did. So we know who he's talking about. Now, we all know that in 1928, we were still under colonial rule. So if you've seen my videos about the ANC and the people who infiltrated them, Nelson Mandela's best friends, that he praised so much when he was released, you know where I'm going with this. So it's not that they were taken in due to what they went through there. That was just some of them. As he says, many came to South Africa and some went to Israel. Many came to South Africa, some went to Israel. So were they what? Yes, I am too. So when I explain to people that the economy of South Africa was created by a specific group of people, long before what happened in Germany, people want to label me. And yet I've made it clear that the gold mines were ambushed by them and taken ownership by them. Because it's not that there were no gold mines. Our people were already trading in gold. And they were trading nabo until Laba got greedy. Ngoba angithi ngishilo ukuthi bayasifihla ngala magama. Kahle kahle yilaba. Okay, moving on. So apparently he got this idea of this Native American fantasy from George Hellerman Andres, who had actually come to the United States. He lived in Texas. George is actually the founder of Steers, Milky Lane, Debonair's, and Mug and Bean. Now these were originally corner stores. But if you want to know more about that, get this book. It goes into detail. And the mawa pegile labantu. Bafana nani? Exactly. So going back to Alan. Gerald actually had created a steak ranch type of thing. Because when he was in the United States, he was in Texas, and apparently it had a very cowboyish flair. So really, Spur is a cowboy creation of a Native American theme, which on its own doesn't make sense. So as you can see, you can still see the cowboyish vibes within it. With the net worth of Spur on its own, I know for a fact Native Americans have not benefited a lick from it. But to make it all worse, apparently it was supposed to be a place that welcomed people of color, according to Alan when he added the Native American vibe. But apparently it was only recent that black people were allowed to eat there. They started with Indian and colored.